y'all. Hey, Pooper Stars. It's your girl, Sharon. Hey. And I want to welcome y'all back to my channel. Okay. Yes, baby. I got a lot going on this morning. Ooh. Ugh. And I'm in pain. Hold on. Because if I'm going to have this light on. Child, it's so early. It's so early. I don't feel like I like a bright ass light. Truth be told. I do. I guess I gotta do a better job at clean. I was like, it's early. Shit. Give me a minute. I said, I guess I gotta do a better job at charging my stuff. Um, but child, listen. One thing I'm gonna do is sleep, okay? Soon as I start getting tired, I don't remember nothing. Nothing. Everything gonna have to wait till in the morning. So shout out to that. Now anyway, yes, what was sauce? Just like the title says, Chrisean Rock allegedly gets her baby back. You see. Word on the curb is Miss Preston Curl has Chrisean. Okay. So shout out to that. Now, I got that tea from a page that says it's Chrisean's sister. Like, I don't know how true that is. Like, yeah, y'all know it's 50-11 siblings though. So, you know, it very well could be one. First of all, baby, the siblings is popping out. Okay? Hey, y'all. The siblings is like coming out the woodworks. Like, it's like, for real, I'm not even exaggerating. It's like, y'all remember the movie, y'all remember the movie Rhymes with Miller Clowns? Child, remember the movie, right? The clowns would just exit this tiny ass car and it would be so many of them, child, like a minty and a plenty of clowns. That's what Chrisean and her siblings remind me of. Like they just popping out. Yeah, they just didn't stop the car. You know what I'm saying? One by one. I'm not mad at them though. I'm not at all. Okay. I was listening to Bino's baby mama talk about him last night, and I was thinking like, I wonder, you know what I'm saying, what he thinking. I wonder if he like, oh well, you know, or I wonder if he like, get your money, you know. Shit, cause it is what it is. Like, you know, these days attention pays. It just is what it is. So like, negative or not, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the way he feels. Because, you know, one, he allegedly makes music. Two, you know, I don't know a lot of people that want to, you know, be bashed on the internet. Hold on, y'all. But, y'all, word on the curb is, according to Chrisean's Rock sister, allegedly, cause hold on. First of all, let me just say this, cause maybe y'all got the tea. Maybe some of y'all got the drop. Should I say? So when I was looking up her sisters, right, they say she do have a sister named Unique. Okay. And this is what the sister, the one I was listening to this morning, that's what she calls herself, Unique. But the thing is, it seems like could her name be Chastity Unique by any chance? Is her name, like is she Chastity Unique or something like that? Cause I don't know. But I know according to her, Chrisean got her baby back about sometime this morning. No more than like according to her, no more than like 2 hours ago. She said this all went down. And she was saying that and she was also saying that Chrisean's that the police was involved. She said that too, but this time did nobody go to jail. So that's good. She also mentioned that like she was waiting to see, the outcome of that. The police being on involved and on deck. But this is the kicker right here. According to her, like according to the sister, the dog got kicked in. I said, what? Take the what and leave the what? Child, not child got Baltimore PD down there acting like the task force. I said, what? Baby, I can't wait for the rest of the siblings to wake up and start their lives. It's a mess. Um, but that's all I know. Like that's all I know right now. She said something about her story was a bit confusing because she did say something about like somebody was seen running up the stairs, and so something about a window getting broken out. She said the window got broken out too. I'm like, oh my god, well, like take the what and leave the what, but child, word on Kirby is according to Chrisean's rock sister. Okay, allegedly, Chrisean really did run down on her big sis house with the police. I said, oh my God. Do you know how bad communication gotta be? Or good, I mean, it just is what it is, depending on how you look at it. I'm just saying, like, dang. Do you know how crazy it gotta be for you to feel like you gotta pull up to your sister's house with the police to get your damn child? That's crazy. I said, OMG. Shit. I guess Chrisean said, I wish I would. Like, in other words, she was not playing. I kept saying that yesterday. She wasn't pump faking, and I guess I should have known I should have seen how serious it was. Well, how serious she is. And I guess the whole situation, excuse me, when she sent her other sister to get the baby, you know, which is crazy in itself too. That's crazy too. Because the other sister who went to get the baby allegedly had something going on. She had like a little something, something, like Keith Wesley. And It was sad. Overall, it was sad. Cause imagine your sibling reaching after you, try needing your help, and hell, you know, you ain't even all together. Shoot, you need help. That was sad. Shit, and kind of telling. I didn't pay no attention like that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, I never heard the sister say. This the thing though. See, I thought Chrisean was just avoiding her sister. Yeah, her sister. Sister. I thought she was just avoiding her. I thought she just, did wasn't trying to go there with her for real. You know. But not necessarily that she thought she was gonna have to fight her. More so like just to avoid the drama. But I will say the sister never. I have not heard her say. If she did, y'all make sure y'all send me a clip to my DMs on my Instagram. My Instagram is my comment section. It's all one word. Okay. Um, but yeah, no, I have yet to hear the sister say, just come get your baby for real. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping with you. I'm not tripping with you. I'm not tripping on you. Just know that, like, yeah, I feel like you wrong, you know? So maybe the situation was a little bit more serious than we thought. You did. Uh, I mean, maybe it was. But then, too, I take it a step further. Like, is that your way of saying don't come back? You know what I'm saying? Like, hit the road, Jack. Don't even come back. Because, like, how, do you really want her to come get the baby if you scaring her? I mean, like, it don't make no sense. It just don't. When it, like, it child. I was telling y'all yesterday that I hope it's scripted. I do. That will make it better. I need to send Chrisean a DM. I'm a send Chrisean a DM. I'm gonna get her DMs. Fuck it. It make it better for us, right? I tell you one thing, it'll sure make it better for Chrisean. Shit. Yeah. If it was scripted. So shout out to that. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But word on the curb is Chrisean allegedly got her baby back. Okay. Yeah, like Chili said, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. So shout out to her, shout out to that. The sister was like, I guess somebody asked the sister where she was going, and she said something like probably to LA. I mean, the sister said she don't really know like that, but she said probably to LA. She was like the hell out of Baltimore. She was saying cause ugh. And the sister don't live in Baltimore. The one who was telling the one who dropped that dun 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 on the internet, she don't live in Baltimore. She was like she is somewhere at peace. But she was saying that she think Chrisean probably going back to LA. She was like, the hell away from here. That's probably where she going. The hell away from Baltimore. She was saying Chrisean was just in Baltimore for, you know, the baby, and family and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like Let me say, I feel two ways, right? I feel like, of course, I feel like I want to see Chrisean get it together, right? Like, who doesn't? I feel like even the people that can't stand her, you know, mm, the ones that talk about her like a dog. Oh, Lord. Ugh. I feel like even people like that still want to see her get it together. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not naive to think that everybody want to see her win. Of course not. I'm sure some people would rather her just be a bum. you know, it just is what it is. But like, I feel like a lot of people want to see this girl win and turn it around. That's that, right? And that's how I feel. Yeah. But then at the same time, a part of me feel like shit, just like like Too Short said, you should be getting it. Like keep the cameras rolling, Miss Pressing Girl. Okay. But then in between time, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your stuff is coming together. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that would be a perfect story for Chrisean and her baby. You know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes, everything is peaches and cream, you know. But out here, shit, it looked like I'm running amok. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I'll keep the story going since everybody is so damn entertained. Yeah, you see? Um I would. The only that only no 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 I'm not gonna say the only because there's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of problems that can come with it. Just mainly a whole lot of negativity and a lot though. A lot of brand deals and stuff like that being snatched. But then at the same time, the problem with that would really the main problem I could see with that would be the music thing, but not really. I feel like she can use all of it to her advantage. All of it to his greater good too. You know? Shoot, while I'm talking. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But like, shoot, man, listen. Get it. For the time being, get it, Miss Preston Girl. I'm telling you, I'ma shoot her a DM today. It is what it is. I know that I could have did good in PR. It just is what it is. I could have did great there, for real. So anybody don't like, hey, you know, I am located in the South. It is what it is. I don't really plan on moving anywhere, but yeah, use me. Amen. Shout out to that. Now, anyway, I will say this though before I read this to y'all. Chrisean's niece went viral yesterday for a post that she made talking about the situation. And I feel like that post lit a fire up under Chrisean's Air Force Ones. Oh, yes, Miss Preston Girl. I feel like them little motherfuckers was smoking by the time she did what she needed to do to recover her baby. You see, it just is what it is. But allegedly, Chrisean Rock got her baby back. Okay. Allegedly, according to her big sister. unique. So anyway, let me read to y'all. Most of us saw it already, but listen, so everybody don't be online, you know, 24/8. You know, some people like to touch grass from time to time, living their reality, if you will. And so, like, but yeah. And so everybody who missed it, here we go. Like what Scott said, once upon a time, not long ago. Anyway, listen up, y'all. I know Chrisean is. Let me just say before I start. I know Chrisean is really annoyed. Okay, that her family is online right now. She probably is. She probably ain't. It just depends. This sister in particular, hell yeah. Okay, it just is what it is. Hell yeah, because this sister was once ducked off. Okay, and come to find out, now we know. Remember when everybody's like, "Where's Junior? Where's Junior? Where's Junior?" I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Nothing. The way the internet collectively worries about this child, it's not funny, and talks about this child really needs its own studies. Okay, it do it like it like if you have the time, cause like literally, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Okay, in my life. Y'all do the most. Okay. It just is what it is. The internet does the freaking most when it comes to Chrisean, baby. Period. Okay. Now, um, with that being said though, uh what was I telling y'all? It's crazy. It's crazy the way they be zoomed in with that on that girl business when it comes to that baby. But yes, y'all remember when Chrisean went to jail, everybody was like, "Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby?" Ooh, they wanted to know where her baby was so bad. That was crazy to me. They was saying they want to know who custody was he in. And so now they saying that the baby was with this sister, this same sister that then popped out. It just is what it is. The sister then popped out. Child. And I'm like, where is Lemmy? Where is Lemmy? Okay. Cause if we ever needed Zeus, I'ma tell you like this, for real. Y'all want the truth? You gotta be able to handle it over here with me. So shout out to that. Hit the like button. Listen. We ain't never needed Zeus before this, okay? It just is what it is. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Natalie, Jocelyn, um, all of you. Now, anyway, let's continue. This is what the niece had to say. She said, "What? Could you please repeat that? I am perplexed as to why it was perceived as a negative response. It is quite absurd how you become so upset over my mother not taking your side. You must acknowledge your mistakes and comprehend them. You wish to continue discussing finances when it has never been about money. Financial issues have never been a concern for us. And if we find ourselves lacking, we will manage to obtain it, with you being the last resort and truly never an option." I said, "Well, how old is Miss Pressing Girl? Because she can cook." Shout out to her, shout out to this. I say she cooking. A little more than noodles over there. Okay. Uh, mm, But she was like, my mother generously contributes for the little one. She works tirelessly to ensure his well being despite her own challenges. She strives diligently to assist him and provide for him, often without fully understanding his actual needs. She consistently reaches out to you for his social security information so that she can ensure his needs are met. We do nothing but care for you and shower him with love. You exploit him as a pawn because you are aware that my mother will always come through for him, and that is unjust. My mother maintains a highly productive schedule and takes him with her everywhere. She continually spends her own money to support him. He essentially resides with her, and when you do have him, you return him with nothing. She purchases underwear and clothing. When you have the means, yes, you do send money for necessities, but it's rare. And it's rare you see how I read all that? Like a big girl. So shout out to that. Mm. She said, but it's rare. She said, and it's rare you send big bills knowing my mom is providing for your child and hers. I was like, ooh, ah, eek. Chrisean hit the deck running. Yeah, Miss Preston Carol ran. Mm, allegedly, she ran. She didn't walk. You see, to go get her son. After that, big old paragraph, okay? Her niece dropped off like that. You see, she dropped that off like that. Yeah, she did. The niece said, listen, I know you used to dealing with my mama, but this ain't that. The way she articulated all of that, okay? Um, and the thing is, it was really for us. You know what I'm saying? Not for Chrisean like that. Because one thing about when you are going back and forth with somebody that can be extremely annoying is they be knowing. You know what I'm saying? So Chrisean know all of that. She know if the girl spend more on her baby than her. She know if I just it is what it is. You see? Yeah. All of it. But I think she said, y'all put my business on the internet. Bino probably said, yeah, go on pick up my stepson. Oh, Lord. And then they probably like big bees. That's another story. That's another story for the day, okay? Because I'll be hollering once I think about that. You see, once I start digging up in that. Baby, we're going to have to talk about that on another day. Or a little bit later, should I say. Because it's too early in the morning. I'll be hollering. Thinking about, ah, Chrisean. They was talking about her switching sides yesterday. I said, oh my God, child, it is 2025. Chrisean do not care. When I tell you, she don't care. She don't care. She don't care. And like people like that, for real. I'm for real. I'm so for real. They literally make the best, okay? The absolute best entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like the awareness, it's like, so it's like everybody else, right? And it's sad too when you think about it. It's really sad because it's like us, right? Because I had to think if I want to include myself, but it is what it is. I'm gonna include myself, Miss First Girl. So it's like us, right? We have a give up. F meter, right? Meaning we care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going outside looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I just care, enough to not go outside looking like that. Or I'm not finna say that. Or I'm not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna embarrass myself. Our meter might be on a scale from 1 to 10, you know what I'm saying? A good 8. People like Chrisean Dims is more like a 4, you know, a low 3. Like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that people like that, um, they're just good for entertainment. It is what it is. That like out the rip, that makes me think of Chrisean, Cardi B, uh, uh, and Sexy Red, like out the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure, them three. They just literally don't care. They don't. And I would say it's kind of just hard to embarrass people like that, you know. That's what I would say. It's kind of hard to embarrass them, you know what I'm saying? They don't really care. Cuz they don't really care. They don't have the it's almost like they don't have the capacity to really care. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And like I said, they make the best entertainers too. Um, but yeah, y'all hold on, cause I need to put my hold on. I got something to do real quick. Period. Now, how's everybody doing out there? Hey, 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 hey. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. Shout out to that. Cause y'all know what? Y'all know what just dawned on me the other day. I was like, thinking, and I'm like, you know, I started just thinking, and I'm like, it just dawned on me that y'all remember I used to always say, my pooper stars know, the ones who know. Welcome everybody. Everybody who's new, welcome. Hey, 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 hey. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome you to my channel. But yes, no, listen for real. My day ones, they know. I used to always say that I am a self-care, self-love promoter. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to promote that. It is what it is. I take it a step further. Sometimes I like to give attention to what I feel like needs attention. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I just feel like self-love and self-care be missing from a lot of people's lives. So I like to encourage them to take care of self. It just is what it is. Take care of self. But then the other day I started thinking, and like it's like I digged a little deeper into it, you know what I'm saying, if you will. And the truth of the matter is, I think I'm just more into mental health, truth be told. You know what I'm saying? Because it's two things I'm going to tell you. Two, always. I'm going to tell you, one, take care of your mental health, and two, go get you some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the two things that I absolutely love seeing people do, honestly. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You know how you be like, that's my thing. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's what I'm into. And so, like, with that being said, how is everyone? Like, seriously, how are you? I hope everyone is good. And if you're not, because sometimes that's life, and in life, one of the hardest realizations is to realize that we don't ever just have one feeling. Like I just told my kids the other day, you have good days and you have bad days. And in life that sucks, right? Because we want the good days to just last forever, you know? Hate bad days. Hate bad days, hate bad moments. It just is what it is. But like, we got to know that, if you are going through something, hold on. Hold on, hang in there, and I pray that it gets better soon. Okay? I can attest to the fact that like everything that I go through usually gets better. You know what I'm saying? I've only been through one thing that just sadly can't really get better, but it it's different. Let me say that. It's just different now, if that makes sense. Still hurts, you know, but it's just a different type of pain. And especially when you never thought you would survive it. You know what I'm saying, in the first place. So yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Just chopping it up with y'all real quick, okay? Before I get out of here. I'm going to be here for a little while. I got a little while to go. Honestly, I got to till about 6. I'm going to do my thing until about 6. And then I'm going to get out the mix. I had to give me some medicine because my body is in pain this morning. But anyway, um, yeah. Chrisean allegedly got her baby. Okay, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I ain't gonna get me some ribs from Chili's. Okay, yeah, that really like me singing that song this morning, baby. That really like sparked something in me. You see, I need to just mosey on over there. I really be chilling, but I need to take myself on more lunch dates, I would say. That could be nice. I be chilling though. I really do. Um, and yeah, child, I do. I be chilling a little too hard sometimes. I feel like I wouldn't say that, but yeah. I mean, I guess I could kind of say that. Get my hair redid. I get my hair redid. I think I'm gonna put some blonde where this blonde is, cause it's just It's just a little irritating, me sticking out like a sore thumb, and I didn't realize. I don't know why I didn't realize it was gonna look like that. I guess I could have asked for my hair to be tucked, but it's all good. I'm a, I want to put some blonde right there and something else. Some blonde, some black. Well, some blonde, some dark brown, and another brown. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, poop stars. Child, it's not always easy. Okay, this streaming thing, it is what it is, but I'm getting used to it. So shout out to that. I'm getting used to it and I'm making the best of it. Oh, I'm in pain and I cannot wait to take some medicine. I gotta go get me some medicine today, y'all. But yes, I hope everybody is good mentally, okay, out there. Yeah. And so, like, yeah, I think that's why I decided to jump into the, you know what I'm saying, the self help book lane. Because I like to write self help books. Because I like to see people help themselves. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't always have. Listen, sometimes in life you don't always have the help you want or need, right? Or sometimes um your village or your support group, they just really don't know how to help you too. You know, like I've been through situations where literally nobody could help me or pull me out, pull me through but God. You know, that's why it's like, ah, yeah. Yes, indeed, Miss Preston Girl. You see, I'm a blood wash believer for sure, you know, because like I know what God can do. It just is what it is. Shit. But you know, I like to if I'm being honest, I like seeing people thrive, right? Period. I like seeing people thrive. I like seeing people do well. And I don't mind helping, you know. Helping out when and if and where I can, if that makes sense. They said, "Oh Lord, this story is my." You know how you know how you hear a story, right? You address it. You feel like you done with it, but then here it comes. That's how I feel about the Tabitha Brown story. Like they are still talking about that Tabitha Brown stuff. Um um and let me just say, it says they said, let me tell you what it says. The headline says Tabitha Brown tells struggling entrepreneurs to get a job, and then it says you doing a lot of rhymes with the throbbing, right? Peter to pay Paul. It's crazy. I'm like, no, is that what? Okay, you know. Sometimes I think we all be want to be included. That makes sense. Cause I'm like, I'm not robbing. I'm not doing a lot of that. I'm not. But it's like, okay, so she wasn't talking to me, clearly. Scott Jackson and NBA Young Boy, they went viral today. They viral. Well, they went viral. Did they go viral yesterday? I believe they went viral yesterday, yeah. But y'all know I be going to bed. Baby, I be asleep. Yeah, for the most part, I go to bed early. Even though my sleep is all over the place. It really is. But y'all see it? Shit, I get up early. Okay? I get up early to get it in. You know? It is what it is. So I go to bed early. Like, it's like, duh. To me, it's like common sense. You know what I'm saying? If you get up early, your butt gonna be tired early. It just is what it is. And I don't mind. Early bird get the worm. And I take it a step further. Oh yes indeed, Miss Preston Kerr. Early bird does get the worm. And I will never forget, y'all. Never. I will never ever forget this. So y'all know I drove the bus, you know what I'm saying, for a little while. Shout out to that. Shout out to me. Um, so I drove public transportation for like, I don't know, probably like a little bit less than 2 years. And I will never forget this. When I first trained, like my first 2 weeks, when I was training, you know what I'm saying, when I first started and I was training, you got to train with different drivers. I trained with this one lady, and I will never forget this. Her shift was from 4 in the morning until 12. Y'all, that stuck with me for whatever reason. It stuck with me, and I will never forget that. You know what I'm saying? And as going along, you know what I'm saying, get along throughout your day or whatever, you're gonna do a little talking or whatnot. And like, yeah, she was like, yes, baby, I likes to get it and get back in bed. You know what I'm saying? She was basically saying like she loved her shift. Um, baby, let me tell you, that always stuck with me. Shit, especially as a new driver when I was getting off at midnight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it, Miss First Girl. Running the last motherfucking bus at night, scared and shit, on the bus with crazy motherfuckers by myself. Child, listen, truth be told, let me say, let's talk about it, Miss Pretty Girl. I needed her shift. For real, I needed her shift, y'all. Because I probably will still be doing it. I probably will still be doing it to this day. For real. But that I said all that to say that was a good ass shift. You know what I'm saying? That's a good ass shift. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like I could do that. Like right now I can't do that. Right now I can't do that unless it's from home though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got my kids. Um, but like, yeah, that's to me, man, that's a perfect. If I had to have a schedule, you see, I mean a schedule to keep up, that like, yeah, that would be perfect. Not perfect, like a perfect fit for me now, but if I could choose my shift, oh hell yeah, please give me four. Please give me 4 in the morning until noon. I feel like I could do that with ease. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Them hours I could do with my eyes closed. And let me just say this too, shit, before I get off of that topic real quick. Um, bus drivers, the bus driver's job is dangerous, okay? And maybe, I don't know. Maybe the fact that they never did what I'm finna say they need to do, probably, maybe it's not as dangerous as I think it is, but it felt dangerous as hell. And let me just say this. To me, they should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have police. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. They should have Yeah. Just like they be having retired police working here, there, everywhere. They should have their ass on that bus with them drivers at nighttime. It just is what it is. I don't like 4 hours, you know what I'm saying? Most police officers, I guess that's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But you know how they people be getting escorts. Listen, jobs get escorts all the time, like literally all the time. So, yeah, Miss Jessica, uh, the public transportation people, they need to invest in that. They do. Seriously, honestly, true. They need to invest in that. For real. Because I used to be scared, Miss Jessica. And I didn't like that. But, like, yeah. Give me a photo 12, you see? But like I was telling y'all, it's not a lot of hours. Like the jobs, they act like they don't know that people got kids. You know, they act like they don't know that school and the jobs, like they can't. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. That's what I was trying to tell y'all the other day when I was saying, like, people just be so quick to say, go get a job. Shut up, because you don't know everybody's situation. You see, that's all I want y'all to do. I just want y'all to shut up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And don't speak on everybody's situation. I mean, just don't, to me, don't even speak on it because you don't know everybody's situation, Like, uh, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing. People want you to, okay, because like in my situation, right? There's not a lot of shifts that I can work. And I told y'all that, right? I told y'all that. So, because it's like this here. Um, there's just not a lot of shifts that I can work. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about, Miss Person Girl. It's just like, um, if I work overnight, then I'm tired in the daytime. And I can't do what I need to do in the daytime for my children, with my children, for my children. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't been up all night. A day shift. What day shift I'ma get when I gotta go pick my kids up? You know what I'm saying? Every day without fail from school. On time, too. Yeah. So it's like, y'all need to hush. Because y'all don't necessarily always be knowing what y'all be talking about. And then sometimes y'all it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what? Am I supposed to just lay down and cry? No. I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing, taking my swing, okay? Me and my bat doing the best we can in this life. You hear me? I'm taking my swing at entrepreneurship because it seems like, right? That's the best route for me to take, okay? This has nothing to do with nothing, nothing, nothing. None of the stuff that people might be thinking, It just is what it is. I just hate when people, I just rather people talk what they know. You know what I'm saying? Stick to what you know. But like I said too though, like I said, you know, I guess she wasn't talking to me. Bottom line, I guess she wasn't talking to me. But I had to speak up for myself. It just is what it is. So like I was saying, yes, I do think that I could find a job out there. I do. But I think it will take a lot to find it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I was looking for a job, they were hard to find. It just is what it is. They were hard to find. And when I say this, I'm talking to this go get a job people, right? Because people think that like that is It's easier said than done these days, but you can't tell people that because they have been hollering, go get a job for 50 years now. They think that a job is the answer to they think some people think that a job is the end all be all, right? So anyway, you want me to go through hell, coals on a barbecue pit, hot ass pavement outside, uh what's that other stuff called? These job sites. You want me to go through all that, right? Listings, that's what they call. To finally get, possibly get, yeah, that's that Minister Randy, Minister Randy come out. Anytime I say get or guts. But anyway, you want me to do all of that to get the damn job, right? That I barely want, by the way. I barely want it. You see, I just want the money that come with it. Oh, yes, indeed. Must be the money, like Deion Sanders said. So anyway, you want me to go through all that to get the damn job, right? If I even get motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But hey, faith in God, I'll get it, right? Only to work it and like not want to. You know what I'm saying? Not want to for real. Be underpaid. Underappreciated. I mean, hey. I'm just saying. I'm calling it like I said now. I gotta call it like I said. All for what? All for who? For these people? The people that these people? The people that these people? You mean the ones that be looking for their money every month? Them? Oh, you mean the phone bill people? Or you mean the people that put the roof that built this shit where I can live in and tell me how much they gonna. Oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing it for. Like, what's the benefit? Don't know. Don't. You mean to tell me what? You mean to tell me after all of that, right? After all of that, just to get the motherfucking job. And then I gotta get up, make sure I look nice, make sure I'm presentable. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got gas in my car, right? Make sure my attitude is in check, okay? To go do this motherfucking job, for real. And won't even be able to fund my happiness at all. Like, this shit can't even. What? Like, what? How much of that money gonna go to my happiness? Yeah, what a happiness fund. Yeah. Like, I mean, where the extra money fund at? What the dreams and the goals being funded at? Shit, like it don't, like, newsflash, that said job that you want us to go get, it only helps others more than it helps me. You see? It helps the grocery folks more. Yeah. Let's talk about it. I'm a tenant. Whole paycheck up in smoke. You see what I'm saying? That motherfucker be gone like before I even get to make it. They already they already had their hand out. The bill was shit, my bill was printed before the paycheck. It's like, do y'all be thinking before y'all be talking? Like, just leave people where they at. Just leave people where they at. I mean, cause like One thing about me, I can't explain it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just be hard to explain, child. But like, I'm like, take the what and leave the what now? Y'all gotta mind y'all. You know, sometimes I know that's hard to say. I know that's, listen, I know that's a mouthful, right? Coming from me, somebody who minds everybody else's business on the daily, right? Yeah, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Or I would just say, like, just be ready for a rebuttal. Shit. Cause I'm with you when you're right. But man, you ain't right when you're wrong. You see? It just is what it is. Now, I will say I do agree that um I do. Now, I will say this though. I do agree that an entrepreneur who isn't making money should have a supplemented income. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should go find money elsewhere. You know, now I do agree with that 100%. But it's just about like where, you know? Yeah, where them dollars at? Like the song said. And then I'll take it a step further too. Like I said, she need to be the one handing out the jobs. Like, don't talk like that and you ain't got no motherfucking positions. Like, I could see if Tyler Perry was saying something like that. Or somebody. Tabitha Brown is talking like that and you can't even hire a janitor right now, ma'am. Like, go ahead. Please. Go ahead. You know, it just is what it is. You just gotta mind your business. Don't mind mine, because I got this. You know, I got this. Shit. Yeah. So shout out to that. Y'all know it's hard out here. Like Terrence Howard had said. Or whatnot, whatnot. But guess what? Like Zero said, it's gonna be alright. Keep your head up to the sky. Come on, cause everything gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Yes, you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. And then with your faith, have a little hustle. Have a little hustle. You see, have a little hustle behind it. It just is what it is. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Um, eventually, eventually, you gonna win. You see? I don't know what else to tell you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. But like, can you imagine stopping? Stopping ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. Stopping ain't it. Stopping ain't the answer. Unless you feel like nothing is shaking for you that way in that. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I'll tell you, me, right? For instance, when I realized I wanted to be an entrepreneur, I was like, I want to get into clothes, right? The clothing business. Okay. So I got it. I got semi, you know what I'm saying? And I realized that, like, wow, this is a hard industry to crack. You know, so I was like, wait. I don't have enough money for this, you know? So then I said, okay, let me do candles. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, well, I really don't like making candles, but I like making wax melts. Those are cool, you know. So I'm like, let me start my own like decor. I wanted like a decorating store. You know what I'm saying? Like play a place that sold, you know, stuff for you to decorate with. And in the meantime, between time, I was gonna sell my wax melts too, which smelled really good, by the way. And I spent so much damn money, you know, getting into that, trying to get into that or whatever. But so then I quickly lost interest in that because when it came to, well, one, I couldn't figure out like the resale thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I couldn't figure out where to get items from for my store. You know, it just is what it is. And it's a true story too. I found the cutest name of my store, right? But I never said it. I never said it. I just wrote it down because I'm so big on people stealing for whatever reason. So like, I to this day, y'all, to this day, I be like, what the hell was I gonna name this store? It was something so cute though. Like I had a vision for it. Um, But I quickly got out of the melt business simply because I had to like do sales, you know, and I'm not good at sales. You know, it just is what it is. You know, it's not saying that I can't be. It's not saying that I can't get better. But what I'm saying is, I didn't want to put any work into that. So then that's when I started this. And like here I am now, baby. You see? Yeah, absolutely. Signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. You see? So shout out to that. But like this, I don't have no plans on giving up on. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Absolutely not. You know, it is what it is. Now that don't mean that I won't entertain other stuff because I have other interests. I do. I have other interests, right? But this is a goal. You know what I'm saying? It's a goal. So like I'm not, you know, I'm not stopping, especially because like I found my interest. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm interested in for real. So I'm not, absolutely not. Um, and it's all because I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Love you, babe. I love you, babe. I love you, babe. I motherfucking love you, babe. I love you, babe. Love you, babe. I love you, babe. That's my sound. Um, but yeah, what was I telling y'all? Um, yeah, I just feel like you gotta set your goals and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what. Like I would probably have my store by now had I would have kept going. But the thing is, I lost interest in that. You know what I'm saying? The truth is, because like I said, I'm not good at sales, you know? So I'm not into stopping people saying, excuse me, miss, would you like to buy some wax melts? You know what I'm saying? To make your house smell good or your office or whatever, you know? That's not my thing. So that's why I quickly jumped out of that. You know, like I had to realize, you know what I'm saying? What's for me and what isn't. And I feel like in life, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in life, that's how it goes. Um, we should be pursuing our interest. you know. And I'll take it a step further. Some people need to pursue their interest to feel fulfilled. See, I'm the type of person I need I feel like y'all know in Texas we have fireflies. They are so cute. They are so cute. You know what I'm saying? What we used to call them though? Light up bugs. I cannot think of the name we used to call them when we was kids, but y'all know they used to fly. Oh, they so pretty. They used to fly. Oh, y'all, they are so pretty. Like when I was a little girl, I used to play with them so much. I will never forget. Shout out to my family, you know what I'm saying? For making that possible, you know. But yeah, like, man, we would just run all over the front yard, the backyard, and they just, you know what I'm saying? Be all over it. But that's how I feel. Like, I'm the type of person, whatever I'm doing has to light up my insides. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, I cannot just sit at a desk and be fulfilled. You know? Like, I have to be doing something with some passion. You know what I'm saying? Into it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I do. Like, I gotta be doing something that feels, like I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't just do no regular, degular job every day, and think that I'm gonna be satisfied. Like that's not me. That's just not me. God makes us all, He makes all of us different. And He made me different to the point where like it's just something about jobs and we like oil and water. You know what I'm saying? So like I gotta, it gotta be something that I love doing. You know? Child, so that's that. That's that, Pooper Stars. And anyway, what else is going on? What else is going on in these internet streets? Oh, yes. If y'all just now getting here, though, shout out to that. Hit the like button. But word on the curve is Chrisean rap. Shout out to Miss Preston Girl. Allegedly gets her baby. I seen a live from somebody that said that they're her sister, her big sister, Unique. According to Unique, Chrisean got her baby back. In the wee hours of the morning, according to Unique. Um, the police busted in the door after seeing somebody run up the stairs. But this is my thing. You know what? After I said that, though, I started thinking that's kind of weird. I don't, I don't know how true that is. The police will bust in a door to get the kid with no custody papers or nothing. I mean, I know it's the mama, but still, still, that's crazy. I don't know. Mm-mm. I don't know. It just seems like that's a little strange. It seems like that's that's a little blow up on it, you know. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all what I know. Two things for sure. I saw this live no more than like it had to be like 2, 3 in the morning, you know. Maybe even 4. And like, so that be the story's about to come, baby. That mean they're about to start coming down the pipeline. You know, we might as well get ready for them. That was baby, these Christian rock stories. If it's true, even if it ain't true, child. These Christian rock stories finna start hitting us in the head like raindrops this water, child. It is what it is. And let me just say this too. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all get in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Let me say this too. I had saw that like somebody was saying, you know, after reading what Chrisean niece had to say, people was like, oh, so basically it just confirms what we all knew. Chrisean don't have no money. Chrisean be broke. She be pillar to post. She ain't got nowhere to stay. She really do need Blueface. Blueface is the one who, you know, put her on and da 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 da, right? I will say this. Ugh. I would say this. I agree with that, but then I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with the fact that, like, yes, of course, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's evident now that Blueface was the stable one. Okay, it's evident now that Blueface had the place. It just is what it is. He had the place. I thought we all agreed that he put her on, you know. But the only thing that I will disagree with out of that statement is the fact that Chrisean needs Blueface. I don't think she needs the Blueface. There is a difference. If she needed Blueface, she wouldn't be causing all this conversation today. Okay? It just is what it is. Who knows though? You know, the baby, you know, and the attachment to Blueface, you know, that could be arguable, you know, but I don't feel like she needs him. Not at least not to make no money. You know what I'm saying? Chrisean seems like she's okay, money wise. You know what I'm saying? Uh, without Blueface, without him, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. Um, she seems to be doing just fine though, you know. Um, the only, and I do mean the only thing is she is refusing, it seems like, to get a place. Or I'll just say this, she just young. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She just young. She's extremely young. You know, and I feel like somebody just said that like people take advantage of her, and that I do believe as well. You know, I think people definitely take advantage of her, you know, but I think it might have its balance because I think Chrisean takes advantage of people as well. Okay. But I mean, people like Bino and all of them, like, if they not trying to help Chrisean get a place of her own, like they, you know, like they tripping and it's pointless. Like they're, you know, like have them around for what? I'll take it a step further too. Bino evidently he had somewhere to go probably before Chrisean came around, but now he don't no more. And now they probably just running around here, there, everywhere, Airbnb and hotels and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, like, how hard could it be to say, Chrisean, I know somebody that needs a place to stay, like you need a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? And they willing to put a place in their name. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Chrisean is young enough to roommate. I think and I take it a step further too, though. I feel like Chrisean is making good money in life too. So that's that. She can put down on a house too if she wanted to, if she's ready to buy a home. She don't have to be ready to buy a home though. At her age, she don't. Um, cause like who know, like buying a house, it comes with a lot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It comes with even knowing if you want to hold on. It comes with even knowing if you want to well, like where you want to stay. Does that make sense? So why buy a house in LA if you here, there, everywhere? It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take it a step further. Chrisean, I think she be on the go a lot too. So that's that. I feel like she be on the go a lot. People that are on the go a lot don't necessarily feel like they should be paying rent in places sometimes. Sometimes it's strange. Sometimes people like that need unorthodox type of leases and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a 3-month lease, you know. Yeah, 90 days. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the shortest you can get. But still, you know what I'm saying? Um, I take it a step further too. Chrisean is the type of person that might need a damn month to month. Um, but she definitely needs somebody that she can trust, because she ain't gonna roommate with just no anybody. But it's like, how do you people around her not know how to help her? And help themselves or whatnot. It just is what it is. Like to me, Bino, right? Bino is her new dude. He should know a way to put them in a place. It just is what it is. That's that. And it's crazy too. But and it's crazy and it's sad too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like they was like, well, why hasn't CPS caught up with Chrisean yet? Well, see, then a lot of people like, well, CPS haven't caught up with Chrisean yet because she be on the move. You know what I'm saying? They were saying because when she was at Blueface house, allegedly they was coming there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is though. Grain us out. Um, but I will say this though. If they were so that's that, you know what I'm saying? So then you have that too. Uh, which is really sad. You know what I'm saying? Really, really, really sad. Like if she's avoiding getting a place because she's avoiding talking with CPS, that's sad. It is. It's extremely sad. But hey, hey. Again, I think Chrisean's credit is shot anyway. So like the place shouldn't have to be in her name. It is what it is. The place shouldn't have to be in her name. And guess what? If CPS come to your door knocking, looking for you and Junior, so what? So be it. It's better than being here, there, everywhere, and not knowing. Ooh, excuse me. Cause like, let me tell you something. That hotel life is not for the weak, baby. Okay? It's not. Um, like she I feel like if not for nothing else for the baby, just get something stable going. You know what I'm saying? She need that too. I feel like she needs that too. But then also, young people, But the truth of the matter is she does. She needs a stable environment too. Um, and it would be nice to see her get, for real. It would be nice, 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 real nice, real nice. But anyway, let me go ahead and send Chrisean this DM, like I said I was, because I will forget. Okay, so shout out to that. I'm about to do it right now. My stomach hurt. I'm a little hungry. I did not eat good last night. But I bet you I'm about to eat me something right now, though. I bet you that. So shout out to that. Yes, y'all. I said yes, y'all. Yiggy, yes, y'all. I'm about to get my day started. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I will be back. Baby, like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, y'all know I'll be back. In fact, I'll be back this morning. Hold on.